Hey everybody, and welcome back to Movies with Mia. If you're new to the channel, hi. I'm Mia Tiffany, and here we are watching the greatest classic films throughout history. Today, we are beginning our mobster series by watching the film White Heat. First things first, I'd like to shout out my Golden Oscar patrons. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. And if you're interested in becoming an exclusive VIP Tiffany Club member, then I highly encourage you to check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. If you're not quite interested in becoming a patron, but you still want to support the channel, why not consider buying me a movie ticket? Currently, all movie ticket donations are being raised to hire an editor, so if that is something you are willing to support, head on over to www.buymeacoffee.com/Mia Tiffany, and I've provided that link down in the description box. White Heat was released in 1949, directed by Raoul Walsh, starring James Cagney and Virginia Mayo, with other notable performances by Edmund O'Brien, Margaret Wycherley, Steve Cochran, John Archer, and Fred Clark. At this point, we are going to get into some historical background. For those of you who want to jump right onto the film reaction, go for it. But for those of you who want to stay, we're going to get right into it. White Heat was based on a story written for the screen by Virginia Kellogg. Warner Brothers bought the story for $2,000 and asked Ivan Goff and Ben Roberts to adapt it into a screenplay. Originally, White Heat was meant to be based on the true story of Ma Barker, who was a criminal and a mother of 4 sons whom she raised also as criminals. But once James Cagney jumped onto the project, several changes were made to the script. Cagney felt that the script lacked originality, so it underwent several rewrites. Now, Cagney wasn't too keen on playing a gangster, given the fact that he had played a gangster several times in the 1930s, but he felt that his box office value was tarnishing, so he jumped on the wagon and decided to do another gangster film. Principal filming for White Heat began on May 5th, 1949, and ended 6 weeks later on the 20th of June. Upon its release, White Heat was received well by audiences. It would go on to be nominated for 1 Oscar at the 22nd Academy Awards for Best Story, which would have been awarded to Virginia Kellogg, had she won. Okay, on to some interesting facts. So Cagney had a contentious relationship with Warner Bros. Studio head Jack Warner. After leaving the studio 3 years prior in 1946, just after the making of Following the release of Yankee Doodle Dandy, Cagney went on to start his own production company with his brother, William. And at that point, Warner wanted nothing to do with him. Now, mind you, they had a lot of issues while Cagney was working with Warner during this time before he left in 1946. So it wasn't just because he decided to leave and start a new production company. Jack Warner just, I guess, didn't like him. They just had a lot of creative differences, or they just didn't like each other for whatever reason. Now, Cagney released a few films under his and his brother's production company, but unfortunately none of them were box office hits, so he decided to re-sign with Warner Brothers in the hopes that he would make money again. Jack Warner, still wanting absolutely nothing to do with Cagney, miraculously re-signed him. Cagney's contract stipulated that he would receive $250,000 per movie, which were to be made once a year, presumably so that Warner could see as little of him as possible, plus script approval and an opportunity to create films for his own production company, which I thought was a pretty sweet deal, to be honest. Now, White Heat was his first film under his new contract with Warner Brothers. Finally, in 2003, White Heat was added to the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress for being, quote, culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. With that being said, this is my first time watching White Heat, and I am so excited to watch it. But before we do, guys, you know the drill. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to stay in the loop. Alright guys, it is time to grab your snacks, grab your drinks, get cozy, and let's get into White Heat. There's James Cagney. I have seen James Cagney in Yankee Doodle Dandy. We watched that for a live, and it was fantastic. So I am familiar with the work, one film of James Cagney. Looks like they're trying to beat this train here.
Conductor didn't want to play. How's this guy? Nice and willing. Stop the train and let us off.
They're literally holding up a train. That's ballsy, bro.
When we get the train on the spur, start hopping. Go.
And they stopped on the tracks. Oh my god, high intensity. Oh god, what are they trying to do?
right. This is where we want off.
Is this kind of like a Western type where they're like trying to heist the train? I don't know. Boom! Fantastic stunt, by the way.
Coming right here.
Wait a second, isn't that against code? Like, I thought that unarmed men weren't allowed to be shot in movies. Ooh, I have to do more research on that. That's interesting.
What's this, a hold-up?
We're just changing engineers.
Sounds bad, Cody.
Why don't you give him my address, too?
Oh, because he said his name. He's like, you said my name, bro. Is that like
Only the
dynamite?
treasury stuff.
Oh my god.
You won't get away with it, Cody.
You've got a good memory for names.
It also says U.S. Post Office, so are they trying to like steal mail? Like, I don't know what's going on. Oh my god. Gosh, the brutality! Oh, that must hurt so bad, and it was right on his face. Amazing that they were allowed to show so much of this.
A week has passed since Bandits fled with $300,000. The gang has escaped to Arizona.
We're supposed to be in Arizona.
Any place to be better than this.
So they were trying to steal from the train money. Okay, so they're like bank robbers. They like steal money and all that.
We gotta blow out of here. It ain't safe having a crackpot giving orders. About time somebody took over.
Me? Where do you want the body sent?
Oh wow, so they're like kind of over his leadership here.
Been golfing, Ed?
When we moving out? We got a sack full of dough and we're holed up here like a bunch of gophers.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe in the spring. I'll give it a lot of thought.
Oh, there's sort of like a fight for power, like dominance within the group. Interesting dynamic.
Smells good, Ma.
I could do with some help, son.
Ryder, help Ma with the groceries.
She sleeps. The light is perfectly on her face too, right? Makeup on point, queen.
Well, if it ain't the Sleeping Beauty.
Help Ma with the grub.
Want some coffee, Ed?
Let him get it himself. My wife don't wait on nobody.
Certainly isn't gonna help you out, pal. Love the dynamic between their characters.
Great big Ed. His ideas are big. Someday he's gonna get a really big one about me. And it'll be his last.
Oh, so he senses that there's sort of this sort of tension between them. Oh my god. Did he shoot himself? Is she massaging his head? So he's having some sort of like a migraine or something?
These mountains, Cody. It's not good for you.
It's going.
It's going?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh god. So there's a migraine. Jeez, that was so intense and like random and quick.
It's like having a red-hot buzzsaw inside my head.
Don't let him see you like that.
He wants to appear strong, you know, for his group. You usually think of like a gangster leader and they're like impenetrable, untouchable. So he has like these migraines and then he also has this relationship with his mother. So it kind of adds some vulnerability. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting, those different complexities in his character.
Top of the world, son.
Don't know what I'd do without you, Ma.
Now go on out. Show him you're all right.
Well, what are you all gaping at?
She kind of looks like she could really be his mother. Like in the eyes a little bit.
Hey, Cody.
There's a storm coming, and every road's gonna be blocked, the guy said.
How long did he give it?
Tonight.
Oh!
I told you to keep away from that radio.
It is interesting to kind of see his versatility as an actor going from something as more like lighthearted and uppity as Yankee Doodle Dandy to now this sort of like gritty gangster. Really cool to see him kind of change between his characters.
All set.
Cody, you won't leave me here. You'll take me with you.
We'll send a doc back right away.
You're gonna let me die.
They're just gonna leave him there, even though technically Cody is the one that sort of unofficially or indirectly like scalded him, right?
Suppose they find him, Cody.
He won't talk. Cotton! Yeah, you're such a pal of his. Go back and make it easy for him.
Wow, he's just gonna shoot him? Tie up loose ends? Somebody in his group is gonna betray him. That's what I sense.
It's me, Cotton. I'll try to come back.
Thanks, Cotton.
He didn't kill him. Didn't have it in the heart. Didn't have it in his heart. In his heart. I'm bad with accents, sorry.
We'll separate. I stay on dirt roads all the way.
The way that they looked at each other, I don't know. It was a little suspicious if you ask me.
A couple
couple of hunters found him frozen. Despite the third-degree burn, the eyebrows weren't even singed. So we thought of a steam engine.
Oh, he froze to death. Oh, they never made it back to him in time. Oh, that's so sad.
Get his fingerprints and take a mask of his face.
Spectrograph of some dirt from the tunnel. Dust deposits taken from the dead man's clothes. There's no doubt about it. They're identical.
It's like the same picture. So if you think about it in retrospect, killing him right then and there would have been a mercy because he froze to death. Freezing to death is more painful than getting shot in the face, just quick and easy.
Prints on cellophane of cigarette package belong Cotton Valetti, known member, Jared Gang.
Oh, they got his fingerprints. Didn't realize he was trying to save his friend and he ended up freaking signing his own death certificate.
Where's Ma?
She went to the market.
They've got Suki in a morgue upstate. What'd she have to go out for?
She likes strawberries. She just had to get some for her boy.
He's like, don't talk about my mom. 2 for 25 cents. That's awesome. You know how much strawberries are now? I just bought some and they were like freaking $3.49. Inflation, right?
Her car's parked outside.
I'll be down there right away.
There'll be a marker on the rear bumper. Where Ma goes, Cody goes.
Oh, man. They're right on his tail, too. Follow the mom, find the mobster.
We'll use the ABC method. I'm B. 227, you're A.
I feel like they're gonna, like, all come to a point and try and trap her.
I'll keep first position behind suspect on Arango Boulevard. You drive parallel on Latimer. Okay.
I feel like it would have been interesting to kind of know about the mom's story, too. Like, she obviously knows that her son is, like, a criminal. So I wonder how she allows this to happen. It must just be, like, the love for her son.
Suspect turned north on Bakeman. Pick her up at Fairchild. A will take your position.
Got her. Traveling dead ahead on Bakeman.
Yeah, it's a done deal. Unless she outsmarts him.
C, proceed dead ahead. A, pick her up on Calhoun.
Roger. Got her. She's turning left on Kling.
I feel like it's such a California thing to do to, like, name out the streets that you're on or, like, where you're heading to. Or, like, the interstates. Like, that's such a California thing.
Get around it.
She did it on purpose. It's a convenient distraction.
Come in, C. That's a dead spot, Phil.
I feel like she's hidden. Oh, man. Can we talk about the cars of the late 1940s? Gee whiz. Beautiful models.
Just a feeling I had, Cody.
Your hunches are never wrong, Ma.
You're not going anywhere, Jared.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a shootout. It was just in the shoulder. It was just in the shoulder. He was holding his shoulder. That's it. He's okay. It was just a shoulder. It was a flesh wound. That's it.
Put those bags in and get in fast.
He got away. I don't know who I'm rooting for at this point. Am I going with the police or am I with frickin' Cody? I don't know.
Down the highway, Ernie.
Oh man, high-speed car chase. Here we go. You can literally injure someone or yourself going that fast. Which looks like they're really probably going about like 60, which is not even that fast. But for the time it was. Oh, I wish we still had drive-in theaters. Those were so much fun, especially when I was a kid.
Happens every night. Ruins the movie.
Ruins the movie. We need to bring drive-in theaters back. Can we make a petition, please? Oh, that's cool.
Where do we go after the second feature?
You're staying put. I'm gonna give myself up.
What are you talking about?
This particular situation was the making of his own mistakes, like letting his mom go out or his mom going to the store.
Remember a guy named Scratch Morton?
Knocked over a hotel payroll in Springfield?
The night we pulled the tunnel job.
Talk plain, son.
Couldn't be in both places at once, could I?
He's like, I got the whole thing planned out. What a sly fox.
You're the smartest there is, Cody.
If the team ain't picked you up, you don't know a thing. You haven't seen me in months.
I can handle them.
Learn to cry a little, like you're sad.
See, another interesting dynamic I wish they would explore is the relationship between the wife and the mother. That would be interesting, too.
Goodbye. Be kind of a break to get rid of me for a while, won't it?
I'll be round, Cody. I told you I was just trying to cheer up Werner.
Where are the rest of the... Oh, they split up after that cottage. So I wonder if the rest of the gang is going to come back together and maybe like... I don't know. I still feel like he's going to be betrayed somehow.
We decided to go to a movie task force.
Cody like it?
Cody hasn't been in California for months.
I suppose he shot me all the way from another state.
Sorry, guys. I don't know how long that wasn't going for. But I was going to say... She's saying that Cody wasn't in California, but he clearly saw Cody when Cody shot him. Like, what?
What makes you think he shot you?
I was as close to him as I am to you.
Like, he saw his face.
You got to have witnesses. You see Cody last night, Werner?
I like Cody's mom. The actress, she talks volumes with her eyes.
He couldn't possibly have engineered that train robbery 6 weeks ago.
I know my rights. You can't keep us here.
That'll be all now.
That's better.
Oh, she's gonna play that game. They're really gonna play this game.
Hello, Phil.
Hey, you're looking good.
Yeah? It's that prison diet.
You did a whale of a job.
I've been promised a vacation.
He's like, I am gonna take a nice long vacation.
Sorry, Hank, that's out.
I spend most of my time in prison. An undercover specialist.
Read this.
From Lewis, Springfield, Illinois to Evans, Los Angeles, California. Police report Cody Jarrett confession check stop will be sentenced on the 28th.
Every rookie in the country knows that Scratch Morton went underground after that hotel job. Jarrett outsmarted you.
Just what we want him to think. We arranged for the confession to check.
Oh? Oh, so there's a second game being played here.
Don't let one of our own boys do a stretch.
Okay, what's the pitch?
Stick with him. Also, try to learn the identity of the vents that engineered this deal.
I feel like undercover copping is a really dangerous work.
I wouldn't ask you to do another undercover job, Hank, if we weren't up against it.
How do I get information out to you?
Visiting days. Wife this time.
I'm partial to blondes.
Oh, being an undercover cop at its most basic form is kind of like acting a little bit, just on a obviously more higher stakes, but essentially he's like an actor, which is kind of cool.
Bo Creel. Arrested him 2 years ago.
He'll be out before you're sentenced. It's insanity in the Jarretts. Some of it rubbed off on Cody. His father died in an institution.
That's why the comment was made earlier about him being crazy like his dad.
When he was a kid, he used to fake headaches. The fancied headaches became real. Any minute, he's apt to crack open at the seams. So he'll be working against time.
The way that this story is being told is very like third-person omniscient, where we get to like see all of the plans happening. So it's kind of cool that we're a part of this entire sort of orchestration.
The only person he's ever cared about or trusted is his mother. He's got a fierce, psychopathic devotion for her.
You mean I'm supposed to take Mama's place?
He might need someone.
Oh, the undercover cop is kind of really attractive. He's really handsome. It's like a rough exterior, kind of.
Arthur Cody Jarrett, for the crime of grand larceny, you are hereby sentenced to serve not more than 3 years in the state penitentiary.
So, 2, give or take. Which is exactly what he wanted.
Arthur moves his lips pretty good. Was that about my wife? Maybe a kick in the skull would do him some good.
Cody, you start anything, you wind up in a hole.
Like, chill out, bro. Okay, now the game is set. Now we get to watch it play out.
Look, Pardo, when I want your help, I'll ask for it.
Have it your way.
The following new men report to the dispensary for shots. Pardo, Butler, Jarrett.
I feel like the exterior of the prison has some expressionistic styles in the set design, which I really like.
I'm Bo Creel. Had a coming out party that was planning for you a month ago.
Flat on my back with pneumonia. The doc's checking me out today.
Jarrett, Arthur Cody.
Arthur is the name of one of the sons of Ma Barker, which this story was originally supposed to be based off of. I wonder if they added his name intentionally or if it was just like, it was probably intentionally.
Look up, Big Ed. Tell him I was asking for him.
Oh my god, wait a second. Duh, I don't know why I got that late.
Ed, Sonny? Who's that reindeer? I didn't do nothing, he's nuts.
Yep, started distraction. Oh, see, it's piquing his interest too.
Pardo? Mr. Pardo is still on vacation. His month's up today.
Yeah, wife, eh? Nice. See, a nice surprise when he gets out of solitary.
And that's his wife. I thought he asked for a blonde, though. I guess they probably said no.
Hi, kid. You know they got rules in this joint, don't you?
Maybe I didn't want to get my shots. All right. What's the gag?
Your wife. He's never seen her, though. Oh!
The best-looking blonde I ever saw, and the second my back's turned, she's a brunette. Well, she'd better be a blonde when I get out of here.
Glad he saw the envelope. Oh my god, that could have been bad if he didn't see that envelope.
Too bad your little trick didn't work, Pardo.
Doc says you gotta take your shots anyway.
That's fine. That's fine. That's the trick I'm running. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Betty. Your boys pulled a caper. 57 grand.
Are you in for any of it?
Full share. They're still his boys, ain't they?
I feel like things are going to change when he gets out of jail. They hyped up that second-in-command guy too much. I feel like maybe he might have taken over.
Cody's in for his full share. Well, any argument? Ed, you're the one I expected to give trouble.
Fair's fair.
That's too agreeable. The wife and the second-in-command have something going on.
You and me belong together, sugar. You're
Oh.
as scared of Cody as any of them.
Right now, he's a sitting duck. He's rubbing elbows with a guy that does anything I say.
She is trying to get with Big Ed. Oh, he has someone in there. freaking assassin.
When, Ed?
When I say so.
Yeah, there are so many moving parts of this screenplay. Oh man, the mother's gonna see them! That no good cheating. Oh! But yeah, there are so many different moving parts, and you get to really see all of the plans cooking up amongst the different, characters. I really like that. I wonder who the mole is.
It's all about radios. Maybe you can fix the warden so it blows up in his face.
I think that's him. Is that the mole? No, that was a friend. He's gonna try and get him. He's gonna try and... Oh, no. Oh, God. Cody. It's just this false sense of security he has. Like, he's totally safe, and he really isn't. Gain his trust was perfect. Boom.
Are you hurt, Jared?
No.
He tried to freaking do him in. Totally a sitting duck, like Ed said. Terrible place to be in.
The lever slipped.
You can tell that to the warden later.
You would have looked like that barrel.
What do you want, a medal? Why should you care if a guy named Cody Jarrett gets his?
No, it's like we're literally all in the same place here. I was just trying to do a nice, kind thing, but low-key get close to you so I can ultimately take you down. That's what I want.
Okay. Keep your medal.
Oh, no, and you look guilty.
Sorry, Cody.
Forget it, Parker. Accidents will happen.
Oh, he's a goner. He's absolutely a goner. You about to get it? You gonna get it? I would run in the opposite direction.
Oh, Ma.
His mother.
You've been hurt.
Oh, it's not just an accident.
You sure?
What are you so nervous about? Anything wrong?
It's Big Ed and Werner.
Oh, I thought that was part of his hair. I didn't know it was a bruise.
I didn't think he'd have the guts.
Forget it, Ma. Forget it.
Don't you care?
What's mine is mine. If I ain't gonna let it make me sick, I'll take care of them when I get out.
I think it's funny that Cody thought that he was like in the safest place, right? In the best situation. In reality, he's literally in the most vulnerable spot he could possibly be in. Without his mother, without his gang, like completely open to all forces.
He knows his life isn't worth a plug nickel. And now he makes his move. Like he was sure you'd never get out. He said it was an accident.
The minute I thought it was.
Giving him the idea that maybe he tried to kill him. Oh, and he knows the guy who did it too. Oh, that guy's really a goner.
He was figuring you'd be dead.
I'll still walk out of this joint, and then I'll take care of Big Ed.
I'll take care of Big Ed.
You won't have a chance.
She's like, I'm about to get him. Don't put yourself in harm's way, Mom. I don't think he could bear his mom getting into trouble. Now that's going to be like, oh man, Ed is dead meat.
You won't have a chance.
I'm going
like
after him.
I don't think he could bear it.
I ain't gonna do anything. Not now. When I get ready, I'll pay you back.
Whee! I would not be able to sleep for days after that.
I'll take care of Big Ed. I'll take care
it's gonna
of
eat him up.
Cody. I'll take care of him.
Oh, he's getting a migraine. Oh, the noise and the lights, the smells of metal. Oh, my head is hurting watching him going through this.
What's the matter, Cody? Oh, my head. Cover for me.
Fingers are kind of thick today.
He usually goes to his mom whenever his head hurts, and now he's going to Prado, which means Prado's slowly gaining his trust.
Where's the pain? Don't let it beat you, Cody. You don't want to let a bunch of two-bit mugs see Cody Jarrett down his knees, do you?
Oh, he's rubbing his head like his mom, too. All the things his mom used to do. I feel like the mom's gonna die. It's okay, buddy. You okay? You need some water? You good? I'm gonna say thank you. I think he gained his trust. I feel like that's also got to take an emotional toll on you, right? Because you start to make bonds with, some of the people that you meet, but you ultimately know that, like, you have to betray them at some point. That must take an emotional toll on the men and women who go undercover.
You all right, Cody?
Just can't sleep, that's all. It's Ma. She's walking into trouble. I got business on the outside. Want to come along?
Maybe I do.
I like that they've also kind of taken the time to develop that relationship between Prado and Cody and kind of show us like that he's starting to trust Prado with more intimate details.
Figured on cutting in. Eileen's got a gun.
Don't need a gun. Pretty handy fellow with electricity. I figured a way to fix the generators. You know what that means?
You can you stage a power outage. They're gonna try and escape to get Ed.
We're gonna need a car.
My wife's coming tomorrow.
I'll pay you back.
Good news for you, Herbert. I'm working on a plan to get your case reviewed.
He's like, yeah, tell me something I don't know.
You're looking well, Vic.
We're being watched.
Divorce?
Jarrett's getting out of here, and I'm going with him.
Don't ask me to do anything that'll break my heart.
Ooh, she's good. I feel like him having like his hand right here every single time he's trying to talk to her is like so obvious.
We'll break out Thursday night. The
planned a getaway car with an oscillator.
When you get out, we'll be happy.
Where'd you learn all that soap opera?
How did you know?
Oh, they're kind of cute. I know that they're obviously not like together, but they're kind of cute still. They're vibing. They're vibing in a good direction.
And this time I'm going right to the top to get Shout.
Sure, Jerry, sure.
But if that fails...
Jerry, you couldn't get me out of here if I was pardoned.
Terrible lawyer.
Our receivers pick up that sound from the oscillator to cross-plot their exact position.
Where the lines cross, that's where they are.
Interesting. Technology, right? So fascinating.
As long as our cars are within receiving distance, we can tell where they are.
How far is receiving distance?
20 miles. All right, we'll meet at the airport in 40 minutes.
All right, the plan's coming together. I feel like something's going to go awry, though. It just feels like there has to be a sort of big moment when they catch him, and this isn't big enough.
Tonight.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, this is high stakes. I'm getting nervous. Prisoners are forbidden to talk during mealtime.
You knuckly fell down there? Ask him how my mother is.
You guys aren't allowed to talk, though. Oh, they're playing telephone. I literally couldn't be me. I can't keep my mouth shut. I have to talk about something, anything. She's dead?
Dead.
Dead?
Yeah.
Wait a second. No, wait a second. It could have gotten jumbled up in their words, although they all said dead. Oh my god. I'm like, bro, this is the only meal I had today. You're messing up my meal, bro. But at the same time, his mom. I don't know if his mom's dead, though. What? He's just beating people up. Like, wow. Wow. Oh, poor guy. That's his mother was his whole world. I like how they didn't put music against that scene, just to really feel the desperation and the sorrow in his performance. Smart.
Hi, Cody. Brought you some grub.
How are you, Vic? Glad to see you, kid.
Oh, it's me, Tommy Riley.
That's right, Vic. Play it smart. It's the only way it'll work.
Oh god, he's like lost himself. Also, their plans might be foiled.
Next time you come, bring the gun.
Huh?
Bring the gun.
Oh god.
I'll get it if you take me along. It's a deal.
I wonder how he's gonna get out of this situation. Clearly with a gun, right?
I've just finished my report on Jarrett. Violent, homicidal. Yes, sir, our psychiatrists are coming tonight. They'll commit him to the institution.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they're gonna commit him to an institution tonight. Everything's going down tonight.
Oscillator all ready, Ernie?
Ready the same, Phil.
On the warden. That is bad news. Thanks for your cooperation anyway, Warden.
Sorry, boys. They can't all work out.
Oh, it's not tonight. I knew it. But there was something about it that made it feel big.
How would you like a little change of scenery, Cody?
Might do me some good.
You wouldn't mind a little trip, would you?
I want something to eat.
You sent away 2 meals already.
I feel like this is going to be a Romeo and Juliet situation where he thinks his mom is dead, but his mom's not dead, and then realize that his mom's alive as he's dying. I don't know. This movie is throwing me through a loop. It's like all over the place, and I like it.
Hunger's always a hopeful sign.
Nobody feeds Cody Jarrett.
It's all right to remove the straitjacket, Doctor? I'll do it.
Oh, they slipped him the gun! It's all like Donkey Kong! He's like, alright, kids.
Examination's over. Keep them quiet. Doctor, I want you to make a little phone call for me, or you're gonna need a doctor.
Okay, alright. Well, I mean, if we're gonna go big, we go big, right? No subtlety here.
Doc wants you in the dispensary. Come on, Parker.
Where to?
Dispensary.
Drop that stick. Now!
I'm looking at Prado. I'm like, oh god, he's like, what's going on? And how is he gonna get to his connection?
We'll never get to the gate.
Who said so? Put that suit shoot on him.
Me? Cody, my way, there wouldn't be no shooting.
We'll go out of here in a car like gentlemen. Come on, now, get it.
Oh god. This is so messy. Like, this is not what was supposed to happen, and yet here we are. And how is it gonna play out?
Everybody down. Riley, get those keys. You get in the trunk. You get in the back and make like you're lonely. Now, if we don't make it, I got 6 slugs in this gun, 1 for each of us.
Whoa, that's intense, bro. He's like, I ain't trying to die for this stuff. Poor Prado. He's like, I ain't trying to die. Wait a second.
Dr. Harris. Good night, Doc.
What? Turn back. Jarrett's busted out.
Uh-oh. Now it's a game, baby. Now we playing cat and mouse. Ooh, this is high intensity. I like this.
The names of the men who escaped with Cody Jarrett: Thomas Riley, Michael Curtin, Vic Pardo.
Oh, Pardo.
He'll stay with Jarrett till he gets what he's after.
I've been saying his name wrong. Oh, you guys are gonna freaking hound me in the comments. It's Pardo, not Prado, Mia.
I like your tailor. What's taking you so long? Let it ring. Someone might get suspicious.
Oh, man. He's in a bad situation. I wonder if Cody's gonna find out that he betrays him.
How you doing, Parker? Stuffy in here. I'll give it a layer.
He is ruthless. I wonder if audiences were like, this is so gritty. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but there's a lot of violence in this. Isn't this a classic film? Where's all this violence coming from? Just casually eating a chicken wing.
Jarrett and the other escaped convicts are heading for California. This concludes the nightly news.
Oh, it's the wife. She looks scared. Oh, he's making a bell. So to notify him if someone comes in.
Hey, let's get out of here.
We're ready for him when he comes.
Going crazy.
He has way too much confidence. What a dummy.
It ain't just like waiting for some human being who wants to kill you. Cody ain't human.
Plug him and he drops, same as anybody else.
Me? I'm going. I want to live.
Cody ain't human. He's a monster. He will be dead, bro. He's crazy.
Cody might have some ideas about that when he finds out what you did to his ma.
But I only did it for you.
Cody still ain't going to like to hear that she got it in the back.
She's the one who did it? Talk about freaking character dynamic. That tells me enough about their relationship. Gee whiz. Oh man, I couldn't live on eggshells. Talk about a low blow. But also brilliant that they had the wife kill the mother and not like one of the goons. Because it hurts deeper, right? A woman that claims to love him killing his mother. It's great storytelling. She's about to try and leave. Leaving with an expensive fur that he probably bought for her, to be perfectly honest. I'm scared though. I don't want her to get like shot or something. Oh.
I said I'd be back.
Oh, you're dead.
I'm so glad to see you. I was running away.
From Big Ed?
Yeah.
Don't you like him?
Bull.
No. He said if I didn't go away with him, he'd have you killed.
Aw, she's using... It's not the truth. You're trying to save yourself, buddy.
Let Ma die.
No.
Maybe he even thought it was funny.
I can't tell you.
Tell me.
He got her in the back.
I feel like that's a lie. He's gonna believe her. I feel like he's definitely not going to live. He's definitely going to die. This is gonna be some like Hamlet stuff where everyone just dies and there's no happy ending. Which is fine, not every movie has to have a happy ending. He's gonna shoot the girl.
Stay where you are. What are you doing down there?
I was going to take the car and beat it, but I don't want to go anymore.
Oh, his back is turned to the freaking door.
Give him a honey.
There he is. Fantastic camera shot. It's like The Shining, kind of. His back is still turned to the door. Just rookie mistakes. Hello, Ed. Got him! Before he could even go down the stairs. You gotta love the aesthetic of the old mobster films. There's such an aesthetic to it, right? It's so cool. And the black and white just like creates the entire feel of it. So quick.
Catch.
He's totally breathing. I hope that guy's okay. Like the actor. I was talking about the actor there, not the character. The character was definitely dead.
Ed said this joint was a cinch. Good for 50 grand.
Never heard of him. Go on.
We slug the guards and we grab the payroll here.
It'll all take 50 seconds.
There's sort of like a Bonnie and Clyde feel to this group here, where they're like on the run constantly.
They got cars and they follow you.
That's where we use the gas truck.
And where do you get the gas truck?
Bought it with our own dough. 12 grand.
Forget how to steal one?
He's like, you bought a gas truck with money, technically that you stole.
12 grand gets you 50.
And the guy says he can fence 50 grand if it's crazy.
The trader ain't crazy.
Who's he?
My manager, kid.
And I've also noticed that Pardo hasn't actually physically committed a crime, which I think is kind of cool.
This fella you call a trader. Can you trust him?
Pays off on a spot, nice clean bills.
Where does he get rid of the stuff?
Ships to Europe, collects both ends.
It's clean racketeering. No one would suspect a thing.
There was a whole army trying to knock over a place called Troy. One morning, the attacking armies disappeared. But they left one thing after them, wooden horse.
That's the game. We're gonna Trojan horse this thing.
Lost your way, mister?
No. These gentlemen say you don't have a phone here.
There's one in the house. I'll show you where it is.
There's Fred Clark. Oh no, he's literally in the lion's den.
It's like Big Ed's gonna have company, huh?
They're gonna kill him.
How's fishing?
Fine, Cody.
You like the truck idea, huh?
It's admirable.
Oh, he's part of this thing. Oh my god.
Chemical plant. Now, the only thing that matters is how much dough this joint has in the kitty.
$426,000 before closing time tomorrow.
What is $426,000 in today's money? Somebody do the calculation in the comments. And first person to do the calculation, I'll pin your comment in this video.
What are they doing, dancing? These checking gates. That means a pass for the driver. We're all hot.
Your truck will be driven by an ex-convict of my acquaintance.
Wow. Way to put him in harm's way. Oh, but he's willingly doing it, right?
Sorry to bust in, Cody. We're finished out there.
I'll be right out.
Rita, this is the kid I've been telling you about. Vic's my partner, 50-50.
My name's Daniel Winston, securities.
Pardo is the undercover good guy, and then this guy is the undercover bad guy. God, I love it.
Hold it.
Well, way to give yourself away. Oh my gosh. What is he doing? He's literally compromising himself.
My orders was nobody was to leave.
When I got a reason to leave, I leave.
That was pretty fancy wrestling, kid. Where'd you learn it?
In the Army?
They don't take cons in the Army.
What are you really pulling? That was so risky.
I figured maybe I'd run into L.A.
What doing in L.A.?
My wife.
Why didn't you ask me?
I figured you might get sore.
All right.
He let him go. That's the amount of trust he has to him.
All I ever had was Ma. First it was my old man, died kicking and screaming in a nut house. Then my brother, top of the world, she used to say. There she be, right behind me.
I just like how they really give him that sort of edge in his character where he's not just this two-dimensional, bad mobster who just is a bad guy and there's just nothing else. He has some complexity there.
It's a good feeling out there. Just me and Ma. Maybe I am nuts. Let's go in and have a drink.
We'll pick up your wife after the job tomorrow. We'll all take a little trip.
I'm afraid that he might, go into sort of psychosis, though.
Here's to us. Top of the world.
How's the radio coming, Vernon? Maybe I could fix it for you.
We'll get a new one.
Oh, I don't mind fixing it, Cody.
Or send, a message to to the police he's working with.
Anything you say, kid.
Well, I think we better hit the hay, Duchess. We got a heavy day tomorrow. See you in the morning.
I like the playfulness of that. I definitely feel like that was not scripted. It might have been, though. That thing that earlier when they showed the piece of technology that could find them, so I think it is a tracker.
What are you doing?
You gotta have a chain bouncing the ground, get rid of electricity. You wanna have some traffic cop think you got a load of something else?
That's using your head, kid.
Oh boy. He has way too much trust, bro. Smart.
We're to pick up our driver there at 5 o'clock, Vic. Tell me we go in the truck, and the rest of you go with Vern in the sedan. Don't get picked up for speeding, but get him there, huh?
I feel like this is all gonna happen, and they are not going to make it out all right.
$12,000 getting ready to blow up in your face.
The gas tank's down the hill, Cody.
Check that radiator.
Okay. You got a washroom, mister?
Yeah?
I feel like he's getting too, sloppy. Maybe not, but I don't know. He's making some pretty risky moves that I wouldn't make if I were in his position. Oh, he's writing a message.
Cody says to hurry up.
All right. Well, the mirror's so dirty you can see double.
What?
Go look at the mirror and follow the instructions, bro.
Where do we go, Trader?
You should be back in about 3 hours.
Where's the driver?
Just having a cup of coffee. He'll be right out.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
Better get going, Cody. Good luck.
Oh my gosh, she's the one that has history with the freaking Pardo.
Take a slant at the mirror in your washroom.
He's gonna call the police.
Radio signal, Fallon. Do you know what that means, sir?
You bet I know what it means.
All right, now the police are involved. Here we go. I feel like the police are gonna catch up to them.
RA, receiving signal 105 degrees, general direction southwest. Check.
It's the early stages of tracking. That's really cool. Oh god, but I feel bad because if the ex-con gets caught, then he's going right back to jail. I mean, he is the one who's doing this, right? He willingly participated in this, but still, it's bro, you could be on a good path, man. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, he's gonna see him. Oh jeez.
Cover the back.
RA at 166 Western.
Same as before, 198th and Figueroa.
A computer can do this now, but seeing people draw out the radius is amazing.
Drop the gun.
Dropped.
Turn around.
Oh. He still hasn't seen Pardo yet. Oh my gosh, he's gonna see him. And it's all gonna be at the climax. Look at all those cops. Oh. Jeez! Oh, no, what is he gonna do?
Hey, Cody, that guy's a copper. He's a T-man. I know him. His name is Fallon.
A cop. Treated him like a kid brother.
Come on, get out.
Oh! I liked that scene where we kind of saw him, realize that he had been trusting a copper. I really appreciate that scene.
He's gonna walk us out of here.
It won't work, Cody. They'll shoot just the same.
You and your men might as well give up.
We've got your boy Fallon in here.
No, I feel like I'm so invested in Fallon's character, Fallon/Pardo. They cannot kill him. I will not be okay. I will not.
She says she can get Jarrett to come out.
Will you go easy on me? I'll tell him you'll let him get away because you don't want your guy hurt.
No deal. Lock her up.
Cheap copper.
She is always trying to play an angle, and they are not going to make it out all right.
You haven't got a chance.
Come out with your hands up, the man says. You dirty...
He's crazy. He's literally like, he's actually like not sane. Freaking Shoutout. That cannot be good for their lungs. Go! Go, Fallon, go! If anything, if anything happens at the end of this, I just need him to be alive. It's Fallon, it's Fallon, it's Fallon. Oh my god.
You all right, Hank? Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I'm so happy that he lived. Bro, give the man a vacation, please.
Get a car out to Charlie's Roadhouse. Pick up Daniel Winston. He's the big guy you're looking for, you fence.
Get going.
Oh man, got him. All right, now here we go. Here's the big end. I do like that they, again, allowed us to sort of be omniscient in this movie, because we do get invested in these characters. So when they inevitably end up dying, you feel something.
We've got Bo Creel. They're heading up.
I got the big guns out. Oh no, another one down. I kind of also don't want the old man to get shot. I think he already was shot though, huh? Yeah, he already got shot. You guys, what are you gonna do? Go down? Oh yeah, go down. Like you're literally cornered.
Got him on the ground heading for the Horton Sphere area.
Fallon is so good at his job. Well, I swear, we need to give that man a vacation. Give him his 2-week fishing vacation. Jeez.
Don't fire unless you've got a perfect target. That place is a stack of dynamite.
Love the high stakes, especially the setting. They're like in an area that's highly explosive. The stakes are so high.
They think they've got Cody Jarrett. Yeah, they haven't got him. Come with me.
Like, if he does make it out of this, which I don't suspect he will, but if he did, like, I feel like the next spot would be like an asylum, because I don't think he's coming back from this one.
I'm coming out! Don't shoot!
What are you gonna do? Oh my god. But I mean, come on, we saw that coming. Gee whiz. You're alone, bro.
Come and get me!
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
What's holding him up?
Can't be taken down, apparently. I love the lighting of this scene, too. Very dark, very shadowy. Oh, God. He's gonna go out in a fiery bang. Look, it's shaking! Wow. Jeez. Love the way they conveyed that, but wow, that's got to be some sort of symbolism.
Cody Jarrett.
He finally got to the top of the world. That blew right up in his face.
Literally. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yep, just ended like that. All right. The video just ended. I think it was my DVD. But wow, that was crazy. And the symbolism at the end there of him literally, like, basically we knew at that point it was the end. And it was just this fiery background of, like, almost like he was paying for his crimes, if you catch my drift. Yeah, that was really intense. I knew that it was going to come to a head, something really big at the end, like something, obviously an explosion is big, right? So I figured that it was going to be something really like high stakes and like big to get Cody Jarrett, because he is such a big character, you know, and he's very complex in the fact that he's not just a two-dimensional mobster. He has sort of this love for his mom, which is codependency. There's some sort of psychosis going on there. And then also the fact that he struggled with some illness, you know, chronic migraines. I think that really shapes his character and gives him some vulnerability. And then at the end there, when you just saw the backstory of his father suffering from mental illness, and I think they also said his brother, but I don't know if the brother suffered from mental illness or Cody was just talking about like the mom having to raise the brother. I don't know. But I sensed that the brother also struggled. So to know that was in his family, and then to see him sort of unravel really showed you the character of Cody Jarrett and how vulnerable he was as a person, you know? His only real strong figure in his life was his mother. And then when he lost her, he kind of began to lose his sense of reality. So I really like that they added that. I also love how they allowed us to really get invested in the characters. Like I said throughout this video, we were really omniscient in this, or omnipresent in this film. So we got to see all of the plans happening with Jarrett's guys and then with the police. So we're really a part of this story. And we really got invested in the characters so that when they eventually died, you sort of felt some type of way about it. Like, yes, you wanted the bad guy to lose, right? You wanted the good guys to win. But because we spent so much time with Jarrett and his group, you sort of feel almost like a little bit bad for them in a way because you've spent time with them. So I like how they allowed us to sort of be a part of that. And then overall, just mobsters, right? I just love the aesthetic of this film. Obviously, the fact that it was shot in black and white because it was in 49, so of course it was. I know there was Technicolor, but the fact that they shot this in black and white really conveyed the mobster feel of the 1930s. So I really appreciated that they kept that. And then obviously like the costuming with the fedoras and the suits. I really appreciated the aesthetic of this film. I really loved it. Yeah, so overall, this was a fantastic film, and what a great way to kick off our mobster series. Thank you guys so much for recommending it, and thank you so much for watching it with me. All right, everyone, that does it for this video. As always, if you liked it as much as I did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to become an official Tiffany Club member, then please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to stay in the loop. If you would like to see this film's full reaction, you will find it on my Patreon, as well as our Flick Pick polls, which allow you to vote for future videos. I also hold MWM live watch parties every other Saturday night at 6 p.m. Arizona time, where we come together and we watch one classic film live via Zoom. If that sounds like something of interest to you, then please check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. In the next video, we will be continuing our mobster series by watching the original Scarface. So if you haven't seen the original Scarface, please check it out before watching the reaction, and I have provided links of where you can find a physical copy of it or where you can stream it online down in the description. If you have a recommendation for any classic Hollywood film, head on over to my website, www.miatiffany.com. Scroll all the way down and you will find our recommendation form. I do have a LetterBoxd account under the handle @MammaMiaTiffany. There you will find a list of all of the movies I've reacted to on the channel, and while you're on social media, why not follow me on Facebook and Twitter @MoviesWithMia, and on Instagram and TikTok @MoviesWithMia_. As always, guys, this is such a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you, boo, in the next video. Bye, everyone. My fingers are like, so like, I don't know why I can't like wave. I'm like, all right, bye-bye. So if that is a support that you're willing, if that's a support that you're willing to cause, it's not, that's what I wanted to say, but it's wrong. But once James Cagney was no, I butchered that. Let's try that again. Okay. But once James Cagney jumped onto the project, several changes were made to the script. Upon its release, White Heat was a success. That was not what was written. So Cadney, wow. If you would like to see this film's, wow. Guys, I am sporting full fro today, okay? I don't know what happened as I was styling my hair this week, but she just wanted to come loud and proud. Like, I had to put my bangs in because they were just, it was bad, okay? I wish I had a picture to show you, but I don't. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, and I kind of like it. I think it's cute. Okay, bye.